Hello guys and welcome to today's market recap. Today I didn't took any trade because of market conditions and price action overall. Price action today has been very shitty and volatile. Like, I want to show you something while I'm looking at the charts and to find any entries or to find any setups to enter. Like here, I was waiting for retracement to invalidate the fair value gap and the continuation of after a sweep of liquidity. Then on the 1 minute time frame, on just the 1 minute time frame, big ass candle coming up and making 50 pips, bro. 50 pips in 1 minute candle, and I was confusing by that time. And actually, I went on Twitter and I searched up for the reason, and it seems like Trump is fucking crushing our nuts every day, and he's like tweeting every day with new news. And actually today there is fake news that came out from the White House that is Trump is considering a 90 days pause in tariffs for all countries except China. When that happened, the market has ripped up. Bitcoin is up, Nasdaq is up, S&P 500 is up, everything went up. And then a few minutes later, the CNBC has dropped. No one at the White House is aware of the 90 days tariffs pause. And then they came out with the news and they said this news is fake and the White House did not post that. They're fucking manipulating. And a few minutes after that, I was looking at my setup again to find and see an entry, and then Trump has announced if China does not withdraw its 34% increase above their already long-term trading abuse by tomorrow, April the 8th, 2025, the United States will impose additional tariffs on China of 50% effective on April 9. Bro, they're fucking playing with the markets, bro. They are fucking playing with the markets. My investments are not doing well. They're ruining the crypto market, they are ruining the stock market, and they're ruining like the forex market. I can't trade, bro. I can't find an entry. Price action is looking shitty as fuck. I was interested, so pretty much I talked a lot of things and I upped about a lot of things. Let me go straight and explain my thought process on today's trade idea. Okay, so on the daily time frame, I was very bearish today because it's right that hold on, the market has crashed. We are in a downtrend. On Friday we came up, we created this daily fair value gap, and we reacted off of this breaker block on the daily. And by that I said, okay, if I find a sweep of liquidity to the upside to then continuation to the downside, I will anticipate in that. And by that time we had these previous daily highs worked as a buy side liquidity, strong buy side liquidity, and there was Asian session highs. Let me show you so you can see properly. These Asian session highs and these buy side liquidity, and we have this bearish fair value gap on the 4 hour that already has been used by this time, and I was considering it as a drawn liquidity that price could eventually reverse from it. So I saw that we have this big ass new week opening gap. We come up, we fell in this new week opening gap, and I said we have a lot of liquidity laying above us. We need to take that out before we continue to the downside and take out these previous daily lows, these Asian session lows, and this sell-side liquidity. And on London session, I did look a little bit to the market, and there's nothing. We didn't sweep out any liquidity, but then actually on right before New York session opened, we came up, we took out these Asian session highs. Okay, we took out this Asian session highs, and by that time I was willing for price to do a breakout structure from here, and it did with this downfall candle. But I didn't consider that as perspective because we have this 15-minute bullish fair value gap, and I really wanted the price to invalidate this fair value gap and then look for 5-minute retracement of the continuation confluences, and then find an entry, breakout structure, enter the trade. And I was aiming to target these Asian session lows, but very unfortunate, but not unfortunate because I stick it to my plan. I did not rush. I was very patient. I was looking for my entry very patiently. I did not got played and got rocked by the manipulation that happened. I waited patiently for my setup, and once my setup got invalidated, I got off the charts. So here we did broke structure on the 5-minute, but on the 15-minute we didn't inverse this gap. Okay, and I waited. I saw this 5-minute fair value gap. I said, okay, if we reverse from it and then invalidate the fair value gap, then okay. But we did not even invalidate broke structure to the downside on the 5-minute. Instead, we continue going higher. We took out this London session highs. I said, okay, now if we do see some sort of breakout structure or market structure shift and then retracement and see my setup, I will enter again. But now on the 1-minute we saw this Drake candle to the upside, taking out these highs, and now I'm saying, okay, London highs has failed, Asian highs has failed, but if I see a setup forming on this previous daily highs pretty much and seeing a reaction off of that, I will enter. But I was aiming for this bullish 5-minute gap to get invalidated, and it did not, and with that I pretty much gave up on USD JPY because every draw on liquidity that I was aiming for is now invalidated. Moving on with that, I was also looking at GJ, and actually GJ was performing a little bit better, but very fortunate for me that I did not take a trade on it, and I was very patient to not take any trades. So I'm going to explain. Well, first let me show you first. On the daily we did not have any fair value gaps in here. Instead we have this breaker block got filled and we are in a downtrend. But on GJ we did took out these lows, and that's it. So scaled out to the 4-hour, we have this big new week opening gap got filled, and we did see a little bit sort of retracement and reacting off of that, but it was not actually the best moves out there. Look at the price action on the 4-hour. It is choppy even on the 4-hour. So I scaled down to the 1-hour. We have this buy side liquidity, and it is actually the Asian session highs, and we also had these Asian session lows. Market is trading in a downtrend, so I was willing to take a shorts, and when I'm taking shorts, I want to see a session highs got swept and then break a structure continuation to the downside, and then came up on on what? Pretty much the same as USD GPY. Right before New York session opened, we came up, we took out these Asian session highs, and by that time also I was not by that time watching DJ. I was busy watching USD GPY, but very fortunate for me that I was not watching GJ, because pretty much I think I was about to take a trade on it. So we saw the sweep happening, and then we invalidate this gap. But actually I would not have taken a trade on it, because price action is so ass. Look at price action, it is just like fucking dumping 80 pips without any fucking thing happening in the market. So I waited for it. Then New York session opened. We saw that Trump posting about tariffs, and again price has been very volatile. We came up very strongly. We filled up this order block, and we closed in the New Week opening gap, and we took out the London session highs. So now we did took out the Asian session highs and the London session highs. What I'm looking for, a 15-minute breakout structure and a continuation confluences on the lower time frame to enter a trade. But on the 15-minute, the only structure that we have is right here on the 15-minute. And when we broke that structure, we didn't actually do anything. We did not get any fair value gaps to be filled. We did not have anything. Instead, we just have this fair value gap. Price reversed into it. I was looking at the charts right here, and I said if we get breakout structure, I may be enter if I see clean setup. But instead, right here, I was willing to see a breakout structure retest into the fair value gap and then enter a trade. But then coming from nowhere, fucking this downfall candle happened on the 1 minute time frame. 70 pips moves that happened on the 1 minute time frame. Bro, what the fuck is this market? What the fuck is this price action? I fucking hate Trump, bro. He fucking ruined the market. I swear God. Not even from fucking just investing, but also on trading. The market is untradable, bro. Look at the fucking price action. It is looking on some hot ass. Anyways, when I saw that, I said, okay, no, I think this is it. I think that we're not going to get any trades. But the only thing that remained is price reversing and filling up this gap, and then probably I will take some sort of trades. But as soon as price hit this gap, immediately drops to the downside without any fucking thing. I said, okay, I give up. There's no trades to be taken. I don't want to take a risky trade and then blame it all on myself, and I say, oh, I'm not following my plan, I have the worst trading psychology. But no, I changed everything on the way how I trade, and hopefully I continue on this grind, because I've been grinding so hard, and hopefully we can see some sort of good news coming up in the next days. So I just wanted to show you some real action. So Nasdaq in the morning was down 7%, and then in the afternoon we pumped. When that news happened of the 90 days tariff pause, we come up approximately 10% to the upside, and by that time everyone was hyped up. And then the post after that the news was fake, we dumped another 6%, and all that happened in just a matter of fucking 1 hour or even less. So the market, the same shit happened to the S&P 500, and the same shit happened on Bitcoin. Bitcoin was at 74. We bumped up approximately 5% or more, or 7%, and then boom, another. I don't know what's happening to the markets, and that's not actually, we don't have anything to do with, just we keep on grinding. And if you are an investor, just keep on holding, bro. This is not a financial advice, but my opinion is to keep holding and never sell at a loss, because you're in the first place coming into the market, risking your money that you can't afford to lose. But I mean, I don't want to lose my money because I worked for it so fucking hard. I literally work for it every day. Every day I'm working, and I'm fucking tired, and I went on crypto all in. All what I had, every single penny that I had, I put it on crypto. But actually I can't afford to lose that because I'm living in my parents' house, and I'm pretty much living for free because they're like doing all this shit for me. But I really don't want to lose my money. That's why I'm not going to sell, because if I didn't sell, we are not losing anything because I'm invested in spot market, not in futures. So that's it for today. I hope the market recovers from this bullshit that is going through it. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys I hope you guys have been doing great in your trading. If you have anything in your mind, or if you are like me struggling with these price actions, drop it down in the comment section. I'll read it all. So with that being said, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Goodbye.